Kelly, and happy 420.
420.
Obviously, this is probably. Wait, hold on. I might post this tomorrow. Yeah. So, I mean,
We're a day ahead.
either way, we're a day.
Two.
No, now it's actually 420.
It is.
But
it's Monday.
When it posts, it won't be 420.
No, unfortunately.
But either way, I hope you enjoy your surprise random drug screening day.
Well, you know what? You and I had a very busy week last week and a very busy weekend.
Absolutely. We have had a little bit going on. I know that if you follow us on our socials, you've seen a little bit of our activities. We're posting a little more. Both of us are. Well, maybe not both. I will claim I'm socially inept. I'm very bad at socializing. So whenever you've seen us in public and I've been the quiet one, don't let that shock you because that's just me. I'm like, hey.
Yeah, I drag her along into things and I'm like, please talk.
Oh, yeah. Well, we had a shopping day out, which was a bizarre shopping day.
Time travelers.
Yeah, we think we met a time traveler. 100%.
We did. We met a time traveler.
Yeah, like I'm very convinced. So I mean, we could. You want to lay out the story?
Here you and I are at the Wally World.
At the Wally World.
We are.
God, I hate the Wally World.
I know, but of course, because it's us, we're in the candle aisle because that's where we live.
We were sniffing
one of the
candles.
So we were sniffing.
We're literally in the aisle sniffing candles.
We may have been sniffing for a while.
Yeah,
when
because
the gentleman
sometimes
entered.
It's hard. It's hard to decide. You got to let your nose
They don't
decide
have that
for you.
satchel thing that you could smell that kind of clears everything out. And
maybe
then
we just need to carry pockets of coffee grounds since we're always just sniffing stuff. Oh, that sounds terrible. I mean, like smelling things. Listen, guys, my ears and my eyes are failing, so my sniffer is on point.
It really is.
I can smell things like I can't even explain to you. Kelly and I were in the car the other day and I was like, oh my God, do you smell that? And she's like, what? I'm like, hello, I smell cow shit. Do you not smell it?
I did not smell the
She did not smell it. I don't even know if the smell ever hit her.
It didn't. I never say.
I have the nose of a bloodhound, and it sucks.
You really do.
That's why I told you, like, whenever I come inside, I feel like I smell my cats, and everybody tells me they don't smell cats, but I'm like, I smell my cats. So. But anyway, so we're in the candle aisle, sniffing,
yep.
And we're literally talking about time.
Yep,
we're talking about how time is the only thing we don't have our balance for, and how different planes have to exist, so we're just discussing this. We're sniffing candles.
Different time. I mean, we were talking about like parallel universes.
Yeah,
and
we were just talking,
and it was just the two of us in the aisle.
Yes.
Like there was nobody else there when and he just appeared.
I swear to God, this man appeared because he came behind Kelly, and so I didn't see if he came into the aisle from any direction. So just all of a sudden, he comes out from behind her, and he tells us. He says, time is wow. I put
time
this in
is a fleeting moment, and
I'm gonna have to find it because I wrote it down because I wanted to remember.
But it was the way he looked, and people, I'm telling you, eccentric to the fact where we were going to follow him. He was going to be our new leader, and that's where we were going. He had goggles on and a smile that said that he knew things.
Yeah, he had. Okay, so he had like those pilot goggles and back on his head, and he had an army jacket and then jean pants. And he looked like he was covered in soot, like he just walked out of cleaning a chimney.
Yeah.
Like, I can't explain how this. And he wasn't really disheveled, but he looked like he walked in out of the wind.
Yes.
So it was very strange. He said, ladies, time is just parallel, ladies.
Yes.
And we
were like globbed onto him, like, and he smiled at both of us, and we were both like entranced. Like if he had said, now follow me to my van, I think both you and I would have been like, okay.
I mean, we literally might have.
I was there.
So he told us, this is what he said. Time is only linear, ladies. I went back at him and I said, oh my God, are you from the future? He just smiled and he said, no future, no past. The timeline is now.
Yep.
So then Kelly, of course, says, hey, can you give me the lotto numbers? And he literally just grinned at us like this wide mouth grin. And like, walked away.
Yep.
And I went to follow after him. And whenever I did, he was not there.
He was gone.
He was not there, guys.
He was gone. Like, she went right around the corner right after him, and he was gone.
Right. So, and we were also let me tell you, this whole day was bizarre. We were talking about trying to set up for the event that we did last weekend, which was really fun.
Yeah, that was a lot. We made we made a lot of cool friends. And
yes.
I had a very good time.
And I have to tell you guys, we took donations to go towards our community project that we've talked a little bit about wanting to help individuals within the community. Say that we have a house fire, say we have an illness or a death, or somebody needs work clothes, or they need gas money to get to work. This is going to be something that's going to be a resource that we can offer to people that's not connected to a church. It's not connected to an organization.
Or the state.
We want this to become something that's more. We want to be able to offer to people the things that we could have needed in times that we needed them.
And the help is help. It is there for everybody. It's not descriptive. It's not just for this set of people.
Exactly.
If you need the help, you reach out, and we want to help. However, and I'm only throwing this as a disclaimer, we would like the help to be paid forward. We're paying it forward to you. We would like you, if you could, to pay it forward to someone else. It's an act of kindness. One hand helps the other. We don't want anything back for our kindness. We just want you to take that kindness and share it with another.
Just mirror it out to the community. Yes. Because I don't know if many of you can recall the time that it was everybody cares about their neighbor. Yep. Like, I can remember growing up as we had new neighbors, or as somebody had an illness, something, not even money had to be given, but there was times that we would go and we would cook them a meal. We would, go take them something, a dessert, something, like there was kindness always.
Or you went over and took the baby and said, hey, why don't you go take a shower and relax while I have the baby? Exactly. And you can give yourself an hour in the bathroom where you don't have to worry about somebody crying, somebody pooping, somebody.
Yes, exactly.
It's taken care of. It's almost like a mother to a mother. And I did that. My friend who I won't name, she had come home. Her husband had to go back to work, and it was a lot. And she had called me, and she just said, I just need a minute. And I said, I'm there. And I went, and I said, go. And they took a coffee, and they went outside, and they had their break. And it was a much needed. It was like maybe the second or third day that their husband had to go back to work. And it was a lot. You got a new baby. She had a 5-year-old. She had, it's a lot.
Can I throw in a disclaimer here? I love people's children, but not for me, girl.
Yeah. Well.
I love to take a child and like spoil it for an afternoon, but then I need like 3 to 4 weeks off from doing it again.
Yeah, no.
Not that I don't like children. It's just that I'm at that point in my life where I'm like, oh, okay, I'm an adult. Let me have an adult conversation. Do you know how many years I had children conversations?
And I wonder if that's it, because at that time my kids were still semi young. They weren't babies anymore.
Yes.
But my husband worked a night shift, a 12-hour night shift. So I knew what it was like to not have the help that you might need.
Was that your stomach
that
growling?
Was my stomach.
Wow.
Sorry, guys.
I was like trying to decide if it was a siren outside or if it was your stomach.
That was my
stomach. The mics didn't catch your stomach last time it growled, but that one was pretty loud. I don't know. We'll see.
Sorry, guys.
I interrupted you. I apologize.
It's okay. We're just talking about being the help to somebody else. And then it goes into you being a help to me where I was having that bad day. And you showed up. And to me, that right there, I was like, that's Jenna's my person. She walked through that crowd. She pushed the elderly out of the way, and she hugged me.
Push the elderly out of the way. I said, excuse me, please.
Yeah, that was
because you know what? That's another thing I noticed. People don't say excuse me, or they don't say thank you. They don't say please. They don't say nothing like that. That's weird. It's so weird.
Just expect things, and I feel like that bothers me.
Like the world has become very entitled.
I really now think of COVID. That's when things changed. And why is it always something horrible that makes you want to be a good person? Let's just be a good person.
Crazy. Yeah. Let's just continue it. Let's just be that consistently. You know that whenever I was a kid, my mom, every freaking year, me, my mom, and my grandma, we would gather and we would make candy, all types of candy, specifically peanut brittle, because my grandmother made some bomb ass peanut brittle.
Ooh, I like peanut brittle.
I like peanut brittle too, but my teeth don't like it.
Yeah, mine either.
But we would do it and we would make gift boxes and we would put them in our mailboxes so the postman would get it.
Yeah.
We would do this each holiday. Christmas, we always did candy. I can't remember Easter. Oh yeah, we did candy them too. We would just make them like little mini Easter baskets, like stuff like that. It's so weird. It's so weird that this isn't so common anymore. You know, my mother-in-law still takes gifts to anybody that provided her a service that year. So we go, when we get the car scheduled down the road, she always takes them a Christmas gift basket. The diner she goes to every morning, she gives them a Christmas gift basket. She is the epitome of everything that I remember life being like. Yeah. And
that
why can't we be that? Why can't we be that?
I just feel like we've all been browbeaten and we're just cynical about things. Like we always assume, and I got to be honest, I am like that. I always assume if somebody's doing something nice for me, they're doing it to get something over on me, to somehow hold it over on me later on. And that's kind of why I'm not very receptacle myself to receiving things, but you see how I like to give.
Right.
So,
right.
I mean, it's weird.
It's
like
a catch-22 kind of.
It really is. Oh. It really is. I mean, and then we're going into like this, like all the weird things that we dealt with, and we're even talking about the weird guy.
So that's what we said. We were shopping for things for our event. That's what we were out doing.
And Walmart ended up having that power surge, so they didn't the lines were wicked long. So of course, her and I are like, well,
so we're
you know
just
what?
Stuck in this Walmart. Yeah. That was the other weird thing that happened that day. Like, the registers went down, and we were stuck with all of our stuff in the cart. So we literally we shopped
more
around.
Shit than we should have.
Yeah, we bought a bunch of shit we should have bought. I actually got a nice little lawn chair, a little hammock chair. Yep. But Kelly and I spent maybe 45 minutes in the aisle trying the chairs before we decided which one to buy.
That's on the page as well. That is on our page of Jen finally finding her chair where she's all curled up in it.
Yeah. And what's up with Walmart's floors being hey dude resistant? I
because you were on the ground.
Ass. Yeah. I was trying to pick up a box and poof.
Yep, she was on the and I put that picture right on Facebook because you were sliding everywhere every time we went somewhere.
And it doesn't matter. They started doing those slick ass concrete like floors, and oh geez, I'm gonna be injuring myself.
Maybe they haven't had enough lawsuits.
This is probably why I avoid Walmart.
Well, then let's head into what we saw 3 times in a row.
Okay.
I mean,
no. So then as we're shopping, we're looking for decorations for the table. We literally saw these 2 things, 5-6 times in the store in different displays.
It was 7 because we did see it over in the food aisle. Okay, we had gone to the candy aisle.
So we were like, this decor is meant for us. So we bought the decor. But while we were on our way in town, we witnessed 2 females reaching into their britches and scratching thyself.
The front way.
Yes. They were, Then on our way back, we witnessed another woman doing the same thing. And I'm like, what is going on today?
This is full I feel on in front of traffic. I have to admit we can't be like, oh, they were just hidden on their porch. Like they were full on in the middle of a public setting where everybody saw it. It wasn't just us. It was everybody.
And it was just a bizarre day. And every time we encountered these weird moments, I would look at Kelly and I'd be like, are we in the fucking Twilight Zone?
I think we do. I think we went through something.
There was something with time too. Was it that I got a text and the time said different? I can't remember what it was. It was just a bizarre freaking day.
Well, we were waiting till 11, weren't we? I believe we were waiting for 11 because we wanted to go do sushi.
Oh, yes, we were.
So we were already trying to kill time because then we were driving and they called about our banner, but we never heard it because you said that they weren't having it till tomorrow at 2:15 and she called us at 2:15, but the day before. We ended up being able to get it and everything. It was the
wildest freaking day, guys.
Oh, it was. But it was awesome because we got that. Then we ended up stopping over in Schenectady at our favorite place, the Flower Room. And we had a nice visit with Ashley there and we had a good time. And she, And I love going there because she always remembers who we are. And I think it's because we're just nuts.
They're fantastic over there.
She's like, I'm so glad
and
those
the
nutsy
deals,
ladies come
girl, the deals.
Oh my God, yes. Yes.
If you want a good deal, go check out the Flower Bank in Schenectady.
Yes. We did very well.
Tell them we sent you.
Yeah, say the girls from SideQuest.
Exactly.
And she will
know exactly who we are.
Because we don't go there that often or anything, like once a week or twice.
Right. I feel like we need to take her some swag when we go over there.
Ooh.
We definitely need to.
We are making an outing today.
Yes.
I wouldn't mind stopping.
I'm getting a new car. I'm so excited. And like all of our swag can just sit in my back. It's going to be awesome.
Oh my God, this works out great.
Everywhere. It's going to be perfect. It's going to be perfect.
Nice.
God, the thing is Kelly and I have had this big discussion about how life has been very difficult for a while. How it feels like we have just been in the fast lane going 20 miles under. Like, that's the best way that I can explain it, like that sluggish feeling. And suddenly it feels like things are falling into place. It's almost like everything is happening like I told you it would.
It is. Maybe you're a prophet. How much time did you spend with our time traveling? I want to find that man.
Right.
That is our mission.
Maybe I know who he really is.
Yeah. You know
I
what?
know his true identity.
I wish we got a picture of him. I can remember what he looks like. Like, I will never forget what that man looks like. I will never forget.
It was bizarre, dude. It was bizarre. And
weird guy from Walmart. If you ever happen to listen, we love you, and we will follow you. You are now our prophet.
Yeah. So the thing is I don't think it's anything about prophesizing. I believe that we create everything within ourselves. What we put out into the universe is what we will receive. If you're putting out negativity, then you're just going to get negativity. If you're thinking, oh God, this is going to go wrong, something's going to go wrong. But if you tell yourself, this is how it's going to happen, I am ready and I am willing and I'm going, it's happening.
We are taking in the positivity.
Happen.
And look at us. How many episodes are we in?
Well, this is gonna, I think this is episode 13, maybe.
See, lucky 13. And we're talking about time traveling and people and
it's April 20th.
And it's April 20th. And not for nothing, we did get picked up for 4 more events. We will be at 4 more events
all
that
summer
people
long.
Want to see us. 5 if you include the fact that we get to go see Salt and Pepper.
we should totally take advantage of that day and give them out
I'm already
stickers.
wearing my baggy pants. All I got to do is dye them I'll dye them bright yellow because I think
give out stickers. Oh, we should wear our t-shirts.
We're gonna. I'm gonna wear it. I already washed mine and I hung dry it because I know how nice all the vinyl work he did on it, and I want to make sure I will wear it. And these pants because these ones are really comfortable. Sorry.
We had such a good time doing this event. I can't even explain to you guys the people that we met. And as we explained what we're wanting to do, everybody was just so in it. I don't know how to explain it. People were very excited. We made a little over $100 in donations, which is fantastic for our first event. We are very, very, very pleased.
Yes. And grateful for everybody who was a part of
those people that gave. We 100% appreciate you. And as we assist people in the future, we are 100% going to discuss it. Obviously, we will maintain privacy.
Yes.
And but we will make sure that everybody understands exactly where the money is going, because it's important to us. It's such a fantastic feeling to be able to do this.
I couldn't get over how many people, like, here we are at this event and nobody knew us.
Exactly. Nobody.
And they had just invited us because we stop in there often and they are a local place and we support local, we shop local, we support local. And they asked, hey, would you guys want to come down? And we said, you know what? Yeah, let's dip our feet in. And we did. And we had our basket. We explained what we were doing. We explained what our mission was. And every vendor there put something in our basket
for the big giveaway
and raised our basket from what we figured you and I put probably about $70 to $100 in that basket, probably to a $500 basket at the end of that.
I mean, it was a very good.
There was a lot of
basket.
Wonderful things from edibles to single rollies. What do you want to call them? Dog walkers or what? I don't
they
remember.
call them pre-rolls, I think.
Pre-rolls.
But yeah, there was pre-rolls in there. There was t-shirts
and candles and jewelry.
Oh, and the jewelry from Resignated Hippie, because oh my God, if you guys are on Instagram, you should absolutely check her out. Her jewelry is phenomenal.
Beautiful stonework, beautiful. She did amazing things with her copper work, and people think like, oh, that's just easy. It's not. The way everything was turned and everything was holding, each bead was
beautiful
talent. Beautiful. So she is definitely somebody to be checked out. And I mean, this is stuff that you're going to wear a lifetime. It is a statement piece. It's not something that you're like, oh, I could toss it in my jewelry box. It is a statement piece that you can wear to make a statement. And you had bought one for your mother-in-law, and I believe she wore it yesterday at church, didn't she?
No way. Did she?
A statement piece that she, and it was beautiful because she had that really pretty sunburst vest on, and the colors all went together so perfectly with the silver. And the guy who won the basket was so appreciative. He was so excited. I mean, he was going to come all the way back from his house
just to get it,
and to be able to, like, both him and his friend scanned our QR code, had a nice conversation about what we talk about and about what we're trying to do. I think that they were kind of like enjoyed the fact that you and I are mothers, and we were at an event like this, and what we were doing, as well as enjoying the reason of why we were there.
Let me tell you, the thing that really sunk in the most to me is people would walk by and they'd look and they'd ask about different things. And I'd be like, oh yeah, anything on the table is a freebie and you can have it. And then I would start explaining our mission to them. And as soon as I started explaining our mission to them, they literally would pull out dollars and just give them. And they're like, you know what? That's awesome. I love that you're doing this. And that kind of reaction to hearing that you're going to be able to help others just absolutely warms my heart.
And
it makes me feel so good. Like to know that this is the right way that we're doing this.
Yes. And nobody was pressured. It was just, hey, if you can give it, great. If you can't, and all you do is come over here and talk with us, hey, that's wonderful too. And we got fed for free. I mean, we did have some food. She had gourmet hot dogs with that pineapple pico de gallo salsa. And I mean, it was just, and they were making hemp and resin and glass blowing and tie-dye. And I mean, it was such an amazing event to be a part of that I would do it again. If they asked us to come back again, 100% I would be willing to. I would want to be outside this time instead of inside, because I felt like all the fun stuff was outside.
Yeah, we're like, let's go outside and have fun. Well, and as we do the events in the summer, we do plan to do giveaways as well. So it's going to be fun. We have the intentions of making this fun. We don't want anybody to feel like obligated, but we do want to encourage the community. That's what that's where we're trying to encourage, is a loving, caring, supportive community, which I think every community should have. And that option.
That could go into volunteering. Like, I would be down to have people help and volunteer with Mom for a Minute, with coordinating and helping people come together. Like, I know that so-and-so could use some help, and I could address them to come towards you and be a part of it. However, some people are afraid. They're afraid to reach out because they're afraid to be vulnerable. And we do live in a small community where people know everybody, but I'm not going to spread anybody's stuff. If you come to me and need help, then I want to help you. And there is no reason for me to tell anyone else your business. So I don't want people to feel, because like I said, we live in a small community, that you can't reach out to the program we're starting and get help without it ever being weird. I don't know how else to say it besides weird or uncomfortable, because that is not it. If you need help and I can help you, or Jen can help you, and we can help you as our group, then let us help you. And there is no need to feel anything but relief that you're getting the help you need. There's nothing behind any of this, because I know that that people think, well, I don't want to reach out to, like we were talking about with the church. I don't want to reach out to a church because I am not a religious person.
I'm not a religious person. Exactly.
Technically, you don't have to be.
I know you don't need to be. Yes, exactly.
I understand the background.
Whenever you come into a situation where you feel like there's no judgment being placed upon you,
and there is no judgment.
I understand that the churches aren't judging you either, but it is normal to feel that.
Yes.
To feel that, feel like that shame. Well, and I think that really got us thinking about a lot of things too, because there's a lot of programs and help and opportunities out there that nobody really tells you about. I actually found out about one program that New York State offers that I had no clue existed, that you can go to a hospital and get a car seat. If you don't have a car seat, you can go to a hospital and get one.
Brand new in the box, and somebody to put it in
and
for
they
you.
help you install it, and they teach you the proper way to install the car seat, so that way you and your child are riding and driving at the safest way possible.
Yeah, exactly.
There is a lot of financial assistance programs within New York State. There is some that help with your electric shut off. They can make sure that you don't have your electricity shut off. There is a water bill assistance. There's weatherization programs, and then there's also a free furnace and repair or replacement.
And
this
there
is all through
programs too.
This is all through HEAP. What is HEAP? It's heating,
electric,
something program. Something's program. I don't know.
Assistance program.
Maybe that's what it is.
But there's also grants. Every county gets a chunk of money that they can do for grants to help people who own houses that need upkeep. And I am saying this as I had received one in 2019 that the county gave me $30,000 to fix my roof, to fix my furnace.
Yeah, I did see that there's one that does a roof repair.
And for $30,000, they took care of. The only thing I have to do or had to do or was told is I cannot sell my home for 5 years.
Oh, I think, don't they put a lien on it? I think
nope, there was no lien,
wow.
no nothing. That was the only thing that I had decided that I would not sell within 5 years and gain anything. Otherwise, you do have to pay back the grant.
Okay.
So they're looking at it like you can't use it to benefit
yourself because you're fixing your house.
Yeah, and I'm already 5 years in. But I received a new roof, a new deck, a new porch, I should say, not deck, new flooring in my kitchen and my bedroom. We got new windows that, God forbid there was ever a fire, these windows open up so that you can actually walk out the windows.
Oh, yeah, because they do put everything up to code, too.
Everything was done up to code and everything else.
The thing is a lot of families would qualify to get their heating systems repaired for free, and they don't even know it. A lot of people do qualify for these programs, and they don't even know it.
Yeah. And then they're afraid. They're afraid to even reach out and don't, because there is this money sitting there that is for us people who need the help. Do not be afraid to reach out. And even if it said no, they could say no and then say, we can't help you. However, here is somebody who can, or here is another way that we could facilitate at least 75% of the money. And then here's a place you could get the other 25%. Like everybody is wants to help. And that's the thing, is it's having to make that scary first step and asking for the help and knowing where to ask. But it is there, and it is your money. You've paid into this stuff through taxes and everything else. So do reach out and ask and ask the hospital. You were telling me about a way that you can get insulin for cheaper. We were talking about that the other day.
They have an entire place that you can go to. Let me look at those resources again, because I would like to name them instead of
definitely, and instead of
discuss them.
Yeah. Because insulin is a very, and it's hard, I don't want to say a scarce resource, but it is a scarce resource in the sense of the cost of it. And you need this to live. And some people can't. I know that there's people who have the pump and everything else. And then, I mean, the pump is still insulin that you need to add to it and things of that nature. And while it does everything for yourself and you don't have to continuously keep up with checking your blood because the machine does it, the machine is also an expensive piece of equipment that is keeping you alive, which is another thing that maybe you can't afford.
So they have a lot of urgent assistance programs, the Sanofi Insulin Value Savings Program. Uninsured patients can get Sanofi insulin for a fixed price of $35 per month. Eli Lilly has a value program for $35 or less. Even people that have commercial insurance can qualify for this program. Novo Nordisk does at My Insulin RX. They offer a savings card for $35 monthly for the Novo Nordisk insulin. You can enroll with that one. You can text enroll to 24177 if that's something you need to do. And then there's also getinsulin.org. That can help you find affordable insulin if you're at any risk of rationing your insulin, because It's
is not safe.
ridiculous to not have access to life-saving medication.
And it is not safe to do that with your insulin. It is not safe for you. It is not safe for your family. It's not, your health is important, and making sure that you can get your needed medication is important. And that's why we're sharing these resources with you guys, because we want to make sure that you are healthy, that you are here because you are important and you are needed.
Well, and there's a lot of other resources within the state. And I don't even think that this is just New York State. I think a lot of states provide programs. There's programs that can help with diapers and baby supplies. I don't know if you know this, but there's a lot of programs for breastfeeding moms. You can get a breast pump even.
Yeah. That's how I got my breast pump, was through the hospital that I had my son at.
Right.
And they supplied me with a breast pump that that was a hand pump. I did my own, and with an electric one, the hand one worked better. For myself. But
the thing is like, people don't realize, like, there is help out there. You always think to yourself, why do I only think of these in crisis? Like, you've got to think of these on a day to day. There's a lot of things. We have free mental health services. Help even exists if you can't afford therapy. That's the thing. There's so many things. There's job training centers here. We have home repair grants, which you already discussed a little bit about.
Yep.
And I mean, there's a lot of things that people can do. There should be an easier way to find these programs. And we actually were discussing listing a lot of the programs on our website. That way it would be easy for people to be able to access if they were needed. But see, you need to be thinking about all of these resources, not just whenever you are in crisis, not just whenever you need help. These things are available. You never know if you have a neighbor that's in crisis that you just want to come to their aid and be able to do whatever you can. And you may not be able to do it from your own pocket, but you know that these resources exist.
Yep. And in the same regard, and therein lies the second step is, it doesn't always have to be a financial give to support something. Supporting could be spreading the word around, like what we're doing here. We are taking resources that we know of, and we are spreading them to our listeners and to our fans and to anybody who might need them. And it's not costing us anything to share this, but it could be saving somebody who didn't know about it. So never feel like just using your voice to talk about something isn't helping or isn't enough, because it is, because you are spreading it to somebody else who then could use the resource, who then gets back on their feet and then can turn around and do the same thing, whether sharing that resource or that knowledge about it is there, or their situation becomes fantastic and they can turn around and give back financially. Either way, the point is that the ball is rolling, things are getting bigger, and we are showing and we are giving attention and need to different areas that are just underutilized and needed in our community at all times. Unfortunately, we seem to just picture them during crises.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's a good thing. It's a good thing to always have those resources just ready. I think can't you even call 211? And I think that you can get help. Like you just tell them, hey, this is the issue. This is what I need help with. And then they have a list of resources. I believe it's 211.
We'll have to check it out, because it does seem like that. I know that there is a number that you can call, but for some reason you're saying 211, and I can only figure them telling me not to dig in my yard.
Wait, I thought the yard...
211 National Grid telling you don't dig in your yard? You can't have a pool there?
I don't know.
Peter Griffin with the skull where he keeps sticking his fingers in there, and then it's all freaking poltergeist and everything else. I don't know. Now I'm curious. I feel like we're going to put them on our site, so there will be things for people to look. And I mean,
yes,
and it's in Google. People think Google whatever, but still, you can Google and there's help. I mean, that's how I found the grant for my house. And I actually was talking to somebody, and they were like, the county offers, and nobody had signed up for it. And the lady actually had said to me that one time they had like $150,000 worth of grant money, and nobody signed up for like 4 years. And they publicize it. They put it in the paper and it's publicized. I mean, you just would have to look for it or know it was there. But I mean, that's a lot of money that was just sitting there doing nothing. that people could have been utilizing.
Right.
You know.
And then what do they do with the money if it doesn't get used? I'm curious. Does it sit in bank and then they can use more next?
I'm sure New York State probably goes, oh, you guys didn't need that much.
Let me just take that back.
Yeah, I'm sure they probably stick their
use
hand
these
in.
resources, guys.
Yeah. So yeah, use it or we lose it. And I hate to say it, but we all know that's how it goes.
I don't know 100% if you do lose it. So I don't know.
I would assume that they would probably budget less
pull it back.
money.
Yeah, probably.
You know,
or the budget gets smaller because they think, oh, we don't need it here.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not needed.
Exactly.
So they just send it elsewhere.
Yeah. So I mean, it's hard to think about, and I would sign up for it 100% again. I mean, if it was something I don't need it, so I wouldn't sign up for it now. But if it was ever something I needed, I would.
Right.
I mean, it was, and they were quick. They were in my house a week.
Do it in every state. I really think they do because I think I've heard of people having it done in Missouri too.
Yeah. But
I'm not 100%.
But these people came in. They were quick, and they were, I mean, the one guy hooked my pellet stove. It was winter. It was December. But he hooked my pellet stove right back up. Like they had to take it out and they laid down the new floor, and then he put everything right back and rehooked my pellet stove back up and started it up. Like he was like, I don't want you to be cold tonight. And I was like, oh, okay,
nice.
That was nice,
Well,
I mean, this was a really weird episode, I'm going to say, because we went from time traveling to pushing and maybe that's why we saw the time traveler, because he was like, the time is now to like utilize and make sure that people are getting their stuff and start helping. Because I mean, he smiled.
It was wild, guys. It was wild.
A huge feeling that we're going to be all right, because his smile was just that of somebody who knows that things are going to be all right.
Well,
or he was just thinking, man, these girls are really loony freaking.
Maybe he just thought that and he was just nice to us.
I mean, we were really sniffing the candles. Maybe it
was a good day. I'm trying to think what else bizarre happened that day.
Fucking great.
Oh yeah, we did. We tried a new sushi place and it was phenomenal. Oh, that's what else was wild that day. So we also had no access to our funds.
Yes,
all day. Our bank. We both bank with the same bank, and somehow transactions for the last 3 days prior to that day were doubled or tripled on accounts.
Yep.
So we were like way in the hole. I paid my credit card payment last week. I had
my
grocery
car
shop
payment and my mortgage had come out and boop, boop, boop.
Holy hell, yes. And so we were just broke bitches all day.
But man, we broke bitched it right up into all you could eat sushi for $18.99.
It was the best, dude. It was.
Oh my God. And they were so nice and attentive. And he's like,
they were right on us. Every time we finish something, he's like, you want another roll? And we're like, oh shit, we can't eat that. Because the thing is with all you can eat, if you don't eat it, you pay for each piece.
You have to pay for each piece. So, and we had that fried rice was good. And then the hibachi fucking shrimp and the steak.
Yeah. You didn't try the steak. I ate all that steak.
She slapped me. She was like, I ain't sharing, bitch.
It's for mine. It's for me.
But we had a new roll. That Schenectady roll, and that was fantastic.
It was delicious.
And the place was really nice. And I mean, like you said, everybody was attentive, and they didn't have any issue that we were like, well, I don't know. I'm moronic when it comes to it, but they were pretty good.
We sat close to the window too because we parked and we weren't sure if it was metered parking or not.
Well,
so we were watching the car.
I need a meter in front of my car.
I literally see a cop go by and I'm like, fuck, Kelly, we got to get out of here.
We don't need a ticket. We ninja'd into the car and pulled out.
Totally did. And he was sitting there in his car. So I don't know if he was like, I'm going to write these bitches a ticket. But either way, we got out. Yeah. Sorry, sucker.
He was like, shit, I didn't get everything written. But it was a really weird day because then we ended up back at the flower
where you're
room.
supposed to park in metered parking. Let me tell you, I have always lived in a tiny fucking town, and these metered spots in New York State drive me insane.
Because it's not there. You had to go find the machine. You had to go find the machine to use.
Yeah, and they're all on this app. And I ain't downloading and doing all that shit. Why do they want to make it so complicated?
I remember we went to the Capitol, and this was when Dean was graduating, and they had his graduation at the Egg. And I don't know if people know what the Egg is, but it's like this performing arts thing. It's an architectural piece of we
you have
first
to
off,
hike.
They didn't even call it the Egg. They called it something else, and we took forever to find it. And then there was 8 one-way roads, and we were on the wrong way. Finally, we parked. Can't figure out how to use the frickin' machine. Thank God. And I hate to say thank God for the homeless guy because I do feel bad. He was like, he comes over and he taps me and I turn around and I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. And he was like, you don't have to put any money in. It's after 5. And I was like, oh, really? And he said, yeah, after 5 o'clock, you don't have to put money in the meter. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I look over at Tom
and
Tom's
stupid
like,
rules exist. How are we supposed to know these damn rules?
So
After
that's what,
5,
so
you don't have
Tom's
to
like,
pay it.
shit, should we believe him? So I turned around and my son is weird. You know, Dean, he's weird.
Okay.
So his graduation dinner was, let's go to frickin' Caesars. And we all bought Caesar's pizza. So we had like 6 pizzas.
Little Caesars? That's what
because he wanted.
That's what he wanted.
He wanted the one with the pretzel, and then he wanted a regular one in case he didn't like the pretzel.
Oh, my
but he liked the
gosh,
pretzel. So
hilarious.
I said to the guy, the homeless gentleman, I don't know if this is weird when I say this to you, but I have this whole pizza. Would you like it? And he was like, really? And I said, I understand because I know homeless people, and they would prefer money over food, and people are like, well, then they're going to use it on drugs. No, it's because they don't know what you did with their food. It is not a greed thing. They don't know if you did something to that food. And I 100% get it. However, this was a hot and ready and it was still sealed. And I explained it to him. And my son Dean was like, yeah, I just like, we don't have fast food where we live. And you know that. And he goes, I just wanted to try the pizza. And because it's my special day, my mom let me order 3. Yeah, I let him order 3 pizzas. I am that mom. So he said it's.
I can relate to that. Though, like, Dean. It's not Dean, open. Don't feel bad because I understand some that foods are safe 3. And you can't know what the texture is going to be like. And you can't know what the flavor or if, totally can relate, man. It's not weird.
So he took it and I was like, look, it's not open or anything, but I understand where you're getting from. And I said, and I have a 20 if you want the 20. He said, nope, I'll totally take the pizza. So he went and he parked himself up and he was eating the pizza and where we parked and he was probably, I don't know, maybe at 50 feet away where he had his stuff set up. Mm-hmm. So off he went to eat. We went to watch Dean walk across there. The kid before Dean ended up doing a backflip, which was pretty sick. Mm-hmm. And do you know who was graduating along with my son? My friend Bridget's 3rd child. Now we all know that Bridget has passed away, but he got quite a few big honors and stuff for what he was doing, and I was really proud to be able to get to see.
Oh, I love that for
Stephen walk across the stage, and he looked just like Bridget, so it was fantastic.
No, yeah. I love that.
So I cried and cheered for him for a kid that hasn't seen me since he was like 2.
And you cried and cheered for your kid too,
and I cried and cheered for my kid, And when we left, the guy was still there. He was still sitting up in the window and he waved at us as we got in. I didn't have a ticket, so I assumed we were okay. And off we went on our day. You know, and remember
parking
everything.
Is trivial, dude.
Parking is something. And all my kid talks about is that freaking pizza. So what does that say?
Oh, hey, for our concert, I prepaid parking, dude. We are not going to have any problem parking, dude. You're like, not at all. I'm like hell nah.
Well, look at the Great Escape. Now we have a Great Escape, which is a Six Flags to everybody else, but ours is called Great Escape because it was something.
Closing?
I
think we need to go this year because I'm pretty excited to put my ass on a roller coaster.
I know, because we haven't in so many years. I'm like,
I know, I haven't fit on one. Well, I don't know. I used to get on that one that shoots in the air and then drops you.
Oh, the Condor.
I don't know what the hell it is.
Do you get all? No, wait, that's
like
Bigfoot.
A Superman or something. It's like
Sasquatch,
Superman or something where
it shoots you way up in the air and then you drop.
Well, you go in the air and then yeah. And I fit in that one, but I didn't fit in the roller coaster.
I cannot do that. I get in that one, and for some reason, as soon as we head up, I go bleh.
Wait, do you like roller coasters?
I like the Comet.
I don't know which one that is.
That's the one that
you
does
talk
not
about
go
the rides,
down.
and I don't know the names of the rides. Oh, I don't. I love to go upside down.
Okay, there you go. That you and Dean and Tom can just off you go because that.
Do your children actually enjoy riding rides?
They do.
Mine, literally, we took them with us to Six Flags, and they just sat on the park bench and watched us ride rides.
No. My issue is I am a game person.
We have to go this summer.
Oh, I go on.
I'm down.
Shit.
Because if they are going to close it down, we got to at least have like a last hurrah.
My whole thing, like, I won't do that at a fair. That's the only thing. Because
I feel like go to a fair, carnival rides are scary, dude.
Because you can put that up and take it down in a day. I cannot do that. I'm sorry.
That's weird. Yeah. No. I'm like, I don't trust that machine's going to hold my ass.
But I will eat like a fat bitch at a freaking carnival. Like I got that huge freaking mozzarella stick. And it was not that good, but I ate it
fried stuff. Ooh, we should check out Korean corn dogs while we're in town. They have a Korean corn dog place.
Look at her. She's going, I want some corny dogs.
Well, I don't know if I could eat them. I have to find out if they use corn in any of the... Anyways, all right. Well, sorry. We are just running on a tangent now, but I think that we could probably close up now. I think this is pretty good.
Mom, for a minute, everybody. We want to help you, help others, help each other, hands in hands, hands across America.
And remember,
we did that one year. Remember people in the 80s, hands across America.
Oh, yeah, whenever people held hands. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you thought you were
held
going
hand with your neighbor. Nobody saw Sting.
But I'm saying like things like this don't happen anymore. But anyway, remember, we love you.
We do. Our chaotic episode of time travel and crotch goblins.
Crazy day. But obviously, we're going to add all the resources to the website that we discussed about.
And if anybody knows any others, please reach out and be like, hey, you guys didn't talk about, or hey, here's another program, or hey, here's something else that could help somebody. We do want to know, because anybody who knows any way to help somebody, we want to know. And we want to be able to help. And you helping us helps us help others. And you're a part of the solution. And you are. Without you guys, we can't make it move forward. And without moving forward, we can't help others. So let's help one another and make this something great. Make this the new Hands Across America, except we don't have to touch anybody.
Exactly. And remember, if you're struggling in silence, we hope this reminds you that there's no shame in needing help. We all need support sometimes, and finding it can be the first step towards something better.
Exactly.
All right. Well, we hope you guys have a great day, and we'll catch you next time.
Girl,
bye.